priceless crown sits in a sealed room. No windows, one guarded door, checked every hour. By morning, it has vanished into thin air, and only a girl nobody takes seriously can see what all the spy masters missed. The movie begins inside a grand Tudor palace, where a young lady named Grace Cavendish keeps a secret diary. She admits it is a little ridiculous. She is not entirely wrong, but that diary is about to hold the biggest secret in England. Grace and her two best friends are deep in a very important investigation, a matter of life and death. Sort of. There is Ellie, loyal and quick, and Masu, a young actor who can climb almost anything. Best friends forever, they say. Ride or dies. Grace lays out the evidence like a proper detective. A white powdered substance, the unmistakable sound of a rolling pin, a sweet smell drifting through the air. It all adds up to one thing: jam tarts, the Queen's own favorite, or Grace's favorite, more like. So naturally, she goes in. The little heist goes off without a hitch. No gap is too small, no ledge too high for these three. Then they meet the formidable Mrs. C. Whatever anyone tells you, she is the one truly in charge. Mrs. C reminds Grace that lady-in-waiting duties come first or else, and her agents have picked up worrying chatter from a rival court. She fears an attack on the Queen may be coming, but the palace holds far more powerful eyes. Watching everything is Lord Walsingham, the Queen's edgy spy master. Beside him stands Lord Cecil, the Secretary of State, the busiest man in the land. Then come the ladies of the court. There is proud Lady Sarah, who is popular and knows it, and Lady Jane, who seems to judge absolutely everyone she meets. Grace privately calls her judgy McJudgeface. And then there is the Queen herself, Elizabeth, defender of the faith, protector of the realm, total legend, and best of all, Grace's very own godmother.
Protector of the realm, total legend, and my godmother.
For the Queen, groove for the Queen, take two for the Queen.
Make it brief.
The Spanish ambassador has arrived.
Walsingham brings grave news. His men have just foiled yet another plot against the Queen's life. Another one. But for as long as Grace can remember, these attempts have never truly stopped. This fear is not new to Grace at all. She remembers a night long ago, out on dark water, when everything changed forever. Something terrible happened, and she lost her own mother to danger that was truly meant for the crown. On that same night, Walsingham knelt down beside a frightened little girl. He told her something very bad had happened, and that she must be brave. Then he made her a solemn promise. He would keep her safe, always. Slowly, the memory fades away. Back in the present, the Queen wonders aloud whether anyone truly wants her to reign at all. She is loved by all her subjects, Walsingham insists, except, he adds, the persistent few who want her gone. So should they cancel the grand ball? Absolutely not. The Queen wants to prove to her enemies that she is united and unafraid. Therefore, she makes one bold and very risky choice. She will wear the crown of Saint Benedict, which has not been worn in years. Cecil warns that such a crown is a magnet for thieves. Also newly arrived at court is Lord Osborne, the assistant spymaster, still very much a mystery. This Queen refuses to be bullied, and she wears exactly what she wants. Therefore, the crown of Saint Benedict is brought up from the tower, and Cecil vows to see to its safety personally. The other ladies whisper that the Queen seems distracted lately. They also mutter about the touchy subject of choosing a husband. Grace is firmly told to stick to needlework and the weather, and mention neither.
Do you think she's all right? She's distracted.
We don't speculate on the Queen's mood, Lady Grace.
And the weather.
And we definitely don't mention the whole choosing.
The crown is locked away with enormous care, a room with no windows and only a single door. A guard stands watch at all times, and the crown is to be checked faithfully on the hour. Nothing, they promise, can go wrong. On that very door stands Ralph, a young guard and a good friend of Grace. She brings him a small snack to keep his spirits up. The crown, he assures her proudly, is in the safest of hands. Now watch Masu rehearse his big moment. For the ball, he will play the Bird King, swinging down from the roof beams on a rope, dressed in feather trousers. It will look, he swears, exactly like he is flying. Remember those feathers. But not everyone is kind about him. Lady Jane sniffs that an actor is just another word for a thief. She warns Grace to choose her friends far more carefully. Grace lets the insult slide. For now, that night, Grace gets a strange, prickly feeling. Something is simply not right. She decides to go and check on the crown herself, even though it was only just inspected. Watch what she finds.
I know, just thought that.
Gone, the crown of Saint Benedict has vanished clean out of a sealed, guarded, windowless room. The door was locked, the guard never moved, and nobody saw a single thing. It is a full diplomatic disaster. The Spanish ambassador is standing right there, watching it all unfold, and the whole court is already whispering behind their fans. The gossip must not cross the channel. Cecil is frantic. If the Queen cannot guard a single crown, people will say, she cannot possibly guard a kingdom. Therefore, someone must be arrested, and arrested quickly. Grace wants to help draw up a proper list of suspects. That, she is briskly told, is Walsingham's job, not hers. So of course, she ignores that advice completely. But then the guards suddenly storm Masu's room and start searching everywhere. They have already decided the young actor is their thief. Lady Jane is only too delighted to say she is not the least bit surprised. Masu swears he took nothing at all. He is a good and honest person, Grace insists, and would never steal a crown. The guards keep searching anyway. Then Lord Osborne reaches beneath the bed. Watch.
I found this under.
I didn't put last night, I swear.
Take him away.
A jewel from the crown, planted right there under the bed, where anyone would find it. Masu swears it was not there last night. It makes no difference at all. He is dragged away to a cell. Grace knows in her heart that her friend is no thief. She simply feels it. But you cannot defend a friend with a feeling, Walsingham tells her. To save Masu, she will need real, solid evidence. So Grace returns to the scene of the crime and searches every inch of the sealed room. People say the old palace is...
Monetizing your movie content has never been easier. Upload your video, get a full recap and 10 shorts. Viralcade, link in the comments.
Riddled with secret tunnels. How else could a thief possibly get in? Then something tiny catches her eye.
Maybe a bird tunnel up there. No one could fit through there. Except... what? Masu could.
A single feather, and high above, a loose panel in the ceiling, just big enough for someone small and nimble to slip through. Someone exactly like Masu, who they have all seen climb like that 100 times. Her heart sinks. Every clue points straight back at her friend. But the feather is no costume plume. It is a fishing fly, the little lure tied to attract fish, and it belongs to Burns, the palace gamekeeper. Burns claims his shed was broken into, and a fine fishing rod stolen. Therefore, that is how the crown really left the room. Someone climbed onto the roof, shifted the loose panel, and hooked the crown out on a long fishing line. Masu was framed from the very start. There is no time to celebrate the breakthrough. Grace is squeezed into a proper gown for the grand ball. It does not suit her one bit. Almost ladylike, Mrs. C sighs, if only her mother could see her now. But the news turns truly grim. Masu is to be taken to the tower tomorrow. Stealing a royal crown counts as treason, and treason carries the ultimate price. The clock is now against her. Grace slips away to search Burns' hut before it is too late. The gamekeeper swore an intruder broke the lock to steal his rod. Look very closely at that lock.
Round. He said the lock was broken.
The lock was never forced at all. Burns lied about the whole break-in, and there, tucked away, Grace spots a single loose emerald that she is almost certain she has seen somewhere before. At the glittering ball, the queen notices her goddaughter is nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, the Spanish ambassador laughs along cheerfully, understanding not one single word of English. Cecil declares it is finally crown time, and vows he vetted Masu's family himself. This, he promises the court, will be quite a moment. He has absolutely no idea how right he is about to be. But Grace bursts in and pulls Lord Osborne aside. Why, she demands, did the guards march straight to the players' quarters? Was it simple prejudice, deciding all actors are thieves? A witness, Osborne finally admits, saw Masu near the safe room. Grace guesses the name in an instant. Burns, the gamekeeper, the very man who reported his fishing rod stolen. Grace lays it all out, fast and certain. Burns had the stolen rod. Burns tied a fishing fly, exactly like the one left at the scene. And tucked deep inside Burns' own bag, she found a loose jewel. It must be from the crown, she says. But the puzzle still will not fit together. Why frame poor Masu? Why steal a priceless crown, take just one jewel, and then hand the whole thing straight back? None of it makes sense. Then Grace catches a strange, sharp scent hanging in the air.
Find some evidence.
But why would Burns try to frame the suit?
One jewel and then return it.
If the crown still holds all of its emeralds, then that loose jewel must have come from somewhere else entirely. And that sharp smell, Grace knows she has met it once before, on that dark night by the water. Suddenly, she goes cold all over. Poison. The jewel was never the real prize. The theft itself was only a clever cover story. The crown has been secretly coated with a deadly poison called Dark Lord. Burns simply needed it back on the queen's head, and in mere seconds, she will lower it onto her own brow. Grace does the only thing she can. She flies across the crowded ballroom toward her queen, screaming for her to stop. The guards move to seize the wild girl. The whole court gasps. Watch.
Doing.
Guards, arrest that lady.
Wait, look. The crown was poisoned.
Stay back.
The slightest arrest Barnes.
I think you're too late. He's gone.
She knocks the crown clean out of the way just in time. Stay back, she warns everyone. The slightest touch of Dark Lord means certain death. This was never a robbery. It was an attempt on the queen's life. Guards arrest Burns at once, but Burns is already gone, slipped away in the chaos of the ballroom. It hardly matters now. The queen is safe, the poison is exposed, and the real plot is completely undone. Therefore, the Queen formally declares Masu innocent of every charge. The young actor walks free at last. Ellie could burst with joy, and Grace is finally proven right. Grace admits very quietly that she doubted him herself. Only for a single second, obviously. Even proud Lady Jane comes to apologize, and Grace accepts it with one small, perfectly gracious dig. Then the Queen draws Grace close and confides a secret fear. She is not truly safe, not really. Walsingham does his very best, but the plots keep coming, one after another after another. This one very nearly worked, so she needs a secret weapon of her own, something her enemies would never in 100 years expect, something only the Queen herself will ever know about, and she is looking right at it. Sharp eyes, keen ears, a remarkable nose, a girl who notices everything, knows everyone, and is always in the wrong place at exactly the right time. It can be extremely annoying, the Queen admits, but it is a rare and useful talent.
You're always in the wrong place at the wrong time, which can be extremely... I'm starting to think it's a talent I could really use. I want you to be...
The Queen makes Grace an offer no one at court could imagine. Watch her answer.
I want you to be my eyes and ears, my personal spy. Will you do it? For me? Are you serious?
Grace can hardly believe it. Yes, she says, of course. She will become the Queen's own eyes and ears at court, her personal secret spy. She must work in the shadows and trust absolutely no one. And so the girl nobody took seriously becomes the crown's best-kept secret. Whatever it takes, Grace vows she will keep her Queen safe. Now here is my question for you. A whole royal court missed a poisoner hiding in plain sight. Would you have spotted the clue in the crown, or handed the Queen the poison yourself? Tell me below.